Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another NIKKE reaction, something that this year will be a lot more frequent. I usually only got to NIKKE every once in a while. Same thing with like PGR, I would just kind of trade between them, but this year I have a lot more open in my schedule. I've reconfigured everything, so it's going to be a lot better and more available for me to get to songs like this basically once a week. So if you have stuff, please let me know. But today we're going to be getting to Boogie Night, something that people have been wanting me to get to for a while, and I've seen a few comments for recently, so I guess without further ado, let's go! Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is Boogie vibes. I'm gonna be having a good time today. Ooh, a little electro swing in here. Okay. Electro funk is not what I expected out of this. Oh yeah. Didn't take me any time to get into this song at all. Playing around with it. Woo. Hell yeah. Yo, get it, saxophone. Hell yeah. I love how straightforward this one is. Whew. Was that a loop spot? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a loop. But I don't care. I love how straightforward this is. It knows exactly what it wants to be, exactly what it wants to do. And the answer is to funk around, you know what I mean? Just enough disco in here, you know? I'm almost definitely gonna be doing a drum cover of this at some point. Probably just a short, but it's just fun. It's like, I know it's a loop. I don't care. Like, loop or not, you do not skip that level of funk. Man, what a good track. All right, so one of the most infamous bass lines of all swing of all time is that dun, 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 that you were hearing in basically this whole song that was like the root bass line of this. And I can actually show you what that does because it is a little fun, and I have talked about it well in the past before. It was many months ago though, and it was not a NIKKE song, so this will be fresh information for those who only watch these ones. This bass line starts at C and goes down to B flat, A flat, then it goes to G, then to F, and it even goes a full octave by going all the way back down to the bottom C at the very end. So you get this, and that's where like the main rotation goes. And that's where it ends on its full rotation. It uses variants of that, especially without using the F and without that full octave in there. So it's just a neat bass line, and there's actually a lot of sus chords in here. And all that really means is that it's a collective of really neat sounding sus chords that have a lot of overtone to them because of the way that they're grouped. They basically sustain different collaborations like this perfect fifth here, and instead of that you add in one note and it creates this F sus2, and that's really cool, as well as just having the simplicity of having this full octave of both C's in here, add in a G. That's just a really cool major chord. There's not really a name for that one, it just sounds kind of neat. It kind of bridges that gap. It's like a perfect blend between all of these. But then it also has the F minor chord in there. So I assume that maybe this song is in F minor. I didn't do a lot of work to figure out exactly if that's the case, but either way, this was really fun. It is exactly what you want out of a funky, smooth kind of song. You want something that has a lot of energy, but also does not fail to deliver on the peanut buttery smoothness that is funk, boogie vibes, and just disco all over, because that entire genre, this entire feel of funk, electro swing, and electro funk is just this, you know? Like, this is the essence of that entire genre, especially the electro side of stuff, including all of the synths in there. They would have stuff in disco, of course, that were synthesized, like all the strings you've been hearing, but usually even through that, you don't get quite the same amount of electronic influence as you do for the electro swing, electro funk variants of this genre. So it's all in all just a really fun song. Pretty simple, all things considered. It's written very safely, but that's exactly why it works so well, because it's a dance song. It's supposed to make you get up and dance and have a good time. There's very little going on in this song that makes you go, oh, wait a minute, that's new, that's different. Maybe that one spot in there where it was kind of changing up the rhythm a little bit, but you could also just call that a bridge, you know? Like, there's not much going on that's different there, and it doesn't stay different for too long. It's basically just introducing you to the next part of the song. So you don't really have to overly concern yourself with it, and it doesn't change the rhythm of the beat. So you can keep dancing right through it, even though the beats themselves are a little off in that the overall rhythm of 4/4 is still there, and that is the most danceable beat in all of history. It's actually been a while since I've had a song that I've had this much fun like diving into and playing around with. That bass line is one of my favorite things of all time, just because of how flexible it is. You can really throw that exact in basically any key, anywhere, in any genre, and it would probably sound just as good anywhere. It just is such a good, flexible bass line, and while it does definitely have its roots in the swing variety of music, it does not necessarily mean it has to live there. I've heard it in metal before, so like, you can use it anywhere you want. It's just a fun, dancey kind of feel. That specific swing feel, because like, you can have this and it can be anywhere, right? But like, what makes it really bop and kind of feel dancey is the rhythm that it's played at, that it's like, that's the rhythm, you know? The feel of a piece is so important to how a song is and how dancey a song can be. So when you have a song that you want people to dance to, you want them to have a little bit of a swing to it. You want them to be able to bounce to it in their chair. You want them to have a good time. When you're writing dance, you write for a dance. You make it simple enough to keep up with, but also interesting and happy enough that you can do anything you want on it. That's the type of thing I'm saying when I probably do a drum cover of it, even if it's short, because I can do whatever I want with a 4/4 beat and a dance. You know, like, I can literally fill anything I want. I can have as much fun as I want. I can do as many fills as I want, and it'll all work because there's really nothing that'll go wrong. It is the simplest form of music, and all in all, the reason that 4/4 is seen as common time, it is known literally as common time, because it's so common, it is so universal that no matter what you do to it, you can have a great time, and anything you put into it feels just as good. So a song that's as fun funky and fun as this, with just enough of that disco energy in there to make you feel a little nostalgic, even if you didn't live through that era of music. That's exactly what it did for me. I was having a good time the whole time through. I have never met somebody who doesn't like disco, dance, funk music, even if they did live through that era where it did get a little tired by the end. The like early 80s, people were definitely like, okay, we're done. We're tired of it. Let's move on to something else. And that's why rock and metal started getting more popular as well. There's a lot of other stuff that started showing up around then. But all in all, you can't really look back on it and go, man, all that sucked. It's just so much fun. You can't say no. I've never met somebody who doesn't like this genre of music, or at least understand why it exists and why so many people like it. There's truly a universal experience there, and my personal belief is that universal experience is fun incarnate. That's really all it is. And it's a great time, and this song was just an absolute blast. But I think that's about all I gotta say on this one. It was really fun. I've said that too many times in this video, but I've also yapped plenty about how this song works, and I think in the first time in a while, I've had a specific breakdown quite this granular on a song and the overall structure and the way that the beats all work together. I haven't gotten this in the weeds in a while. So thank you all to everybody who's requested this song over the past couple months, especially. I've been seeing it, so I'm really happy that I eventually got to it. I really should have gotten to it sooner. Seeing the name, I kind of had a feeling they were going to be a little bit funky and have fun with it, but I didn't think it would be quite this addictive to listen to, so I'm going to go listen to it a bunch more times. If you have any other songs you want me to get to, by all means, drop them in the comments below and I will do my best. Like I said, I'll be getting to this game's music much more often, so please throw stuff down in the comments that I can actually react to. And of course, as always, if you just enjoyed this video and you want to see those in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!